They made us laugh, they made us cry, and for years they felt like family coming into our homes week after week through that flickering screen.
Hey, look here, maybe about New Year's Day they'll let you play in the old bowl. Yeah, and tomorrow you can get in the toddy bowl.
But time has a way of catching up, even with television legends. One by one, the familiar faces we grew up with have faded from the spotlight and from this world. Today we look back at the shows we loved and the stars we'll never forget. This is almost the entire main cast of these TV series have passed away. When The Mary Tyler Moore Show premiered in 1970, it redefined what television comedy could be: smart, warm, and quietly revolutionary. Mary Richards wasn't a wife or mother. She was a single, ambitious woman making it on her own. Week after week, that Minneapolis newsroom became home to one of TV's most beloved ensembles. But today, nearly every light in that newsroom has gone dark. Mary Tyler Moore herself passed in 2017, leaving behind 4 Emmys and a legacy that reshaped sitcom storytelling. Valerie Harper, Georgia Engel, and Ted Knight, all gone too soon. Cloris Leachman followed in 2021, the same year the world said goodbye to Ed Asner, Gavin MacLeod, and finally Betty White, the last of the show's regular cast. White's passing on December 31st, 2021, marked the end of an era that spanned generations of laughter. Together, this cast earned 29 Emmys and countless hearts, proving that character-driven humor could also be deeply human. And with the death of John Amos on August 21st, 2024, even the few recurring faces are now gone, leaving behind only memories of a show that once made tossing a hat in the air feel like a triumph of hope itself. Before the green CGI rage monster took over Hollywood, the Incredible Hulk lived and breathed through Bill Bixby. From 1978 to 1982, Bixby's Dr. David Banner roamed from town to town on CBS, a man cursed by his own uncontrollable power. His quiet intensity gave the show its heart, a tragic scientist searching for peace he'd never find. Behind the camera, Bixby also directed episodes and later returned for 2 reunion films before illness cut his story short. Diagnosed with prostate cancer in 1991, he died 2 years later at just 59, leaving behind a legacy of quiet strength and dignity. His co-star, Jack Colvin, the relentless reporter Jack McGee, passed away in 2005. Even the voices that gave the Hulk his primal fury, Ted Cassidy and Charles Napier, are gone now. Only Lou Ferrigno, the muscle behind the monster, remains, still lending his voice to modern Marvel films. What began as a weekly tale of rage and redemption has become a haunting reflection on time itself. Decades later, that lonely piano theme still plays, and we still see Bixby walking down that empty highway, forever searching for peace. When Rhoda debuted on CBS in 1974, it felt like the natural next chapter for one of TV's most beloved best friends. Valerie Harper's Rhoda Morgenstern, witty, independent, and endlessly relatable, had been Mary Richards' confidant on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. Now, she was the star of her own story, moving back to New York, falling in love, and navigating marriage and identity in a changing world. For 5 seasons, Rhoda balanced sharp humor with heartfelt honesty, earning Emmy and Golden Globe nominations while capturing the era's evolving view of womanhood. But time has quietly dimmed nearly all the lights from that cast. Harper, who won 4 Emmys across both series, passed in 2018 after a long battle with cancer. David Groh, her on-screen husband, died in 2008. Ron Silver in 2009. And the unforgettable Nancy Walker and Harold Gould, Rhoda's spirited parents, in the 90s and 2010. Even Lorenzo Music, the voice of the ever-elusive Carlton the Doorman, has been silent since 2001. Today, only Julie Kavner and Ray Bucktenica remain. Yet Rhoda still stands as a testament to humor, heart, and the strength of a woman determined to live life on her own terms. When Sanford and Son hit NBC in 1972, it wasn't just another sitcom. It was a revolution in primetime television. Red Fox, the sharp-tongued junk dealer from Watts, Los Angeles, brought a raw, streetwise humor that American audiences had never seen before. Paired with Demon Wilson as his exasperated son Lamont, their chemistry turned family squabbles into comedy gold. Behind the laughter, though, time has quietly taken nearly the entire cast. Fox himself collapsed and died in 1991 while rehearsing for his comeback show, The Royal Family. A tragic end that felt almost scripted for his famously dramatic persona. His longtime comedy partner, LaWanda Page, unforgettable as Aunt Esther, passed in 2002. Don Bexley, Slappy White, Whitman Mayo, Nathaniel Taylor, all gone. Even the beloved supporting faces, from Otis to Leroy and Skillet, have long since taken their final bows. In 2025, Lynn Hamilton, who played Fred's kind-hearted girlfriend Donna, also passed away. Today, only a few names remain: Wilson, Howard Platt, and Hal Williams. Yet through endless reruns and those iconic one-liners, Sanford and Son still lives, a time capsule of 1970s humor, grit, and heart. In every "You Big Dummy," echoing from a TV somewhere, the spirit of Fred Sanford is still laughing. In the mid-1970s, Baretta brought a different kind of detective to television. Streetwise, unpredictable, and full of attitude. Robert Blake's Tony Baretta wasn't a smooth-talking cop in a suit. He was a gritty loner with a parrot named Fred and a moral code all his own. The show's mix of undercover drama and raw emotion earned Blake an Emmy and made Baretta a defining part of ABC's crime lineup from 1975 to 1978. But behind the tough talk and disguises, time has nearly erased the team that made it work. Blake, whose later life was overshadowed by controversy and a highly publicized murder trial, died in 2023 at 89 from heart disease. His trusted on-screen ally, Tom Ewell, the retired cop Billy Truman, passed in 1994, followed by Dana Elcar and Edward Grover, Baretta's commanding officers, in 2005 and 2016. Fellow detectives John Ward and Chino Fats Williams left us years before, and in 2024, Ron Thompson, who played Baretta's friend and fellow detective, also passed away. Today, only Michael D. Roberts, who played the street-savvy informant Rooster. For a show built on disguise and danger, Baretta's cast has all but vanished, leaving behind one line that still echoes through time: "Don't do the crime if you can't do the time." When The Golden Girls premiered in 1985, it shattered every expectation of what a sitcom could be, and who could lead one. 4 women in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, sharing a home in Miami, turned aging into something vibrant, hilarious, and defiantly human. Beatrice Arthur's sharp-tongued Dorothy, Rue McClanahan's flirtatious Blanche, Estelle Getty's wisecracking Sophia, and Betty White's sweetly oblivious Rose created chemistry so natural it felt like family. Across 7 seasons, the show won 11 Emmys, spawned spin-offs, and built a legacy that still thrives in reruns and memes today. But that famous kitchen table now sits empty. Getty was the first to go in 2008, followed by Arthur in 2009, and McClanahan in 2010. Then, on December 31st, 2021, Betty White, America's eternal optimist, passed away just weeks before turning 100. With her, the curtain fell on one of television's most beloved ensembles. Yet the Golden Girls never really ended. It keeps playing, reminding generations that friendship doesn't fade with age. Somewhere those 4 voices are still laughing, over cheesecake, under the Florida moon. Before superhero universes ruled the box office, Wonder Woman stood tall on television, strong, graceful, and played to perfection by Linda Carter. From 1975 to 1979, she embodied Diana Prince, the Amazonian warrior who brought justice, compassion, and truth to a generation that had rarely seen a woman lead an action series. The show's mix of adventure, camp, and sincerity made it a pop culture phenomenon, and Carter's portrayal became the gold standard for superhero heroines. Yet today, she's the last of her original cast still standing. Lyle Waggoner, her charming co-star as Steve Trevor, died in 2020. The commanding officers who sent Diana on her missions, Richard Eastham, John Randolph, and Norman Burton, all passed between 2003 and 2005. Even Beatrice Colin, the bubbly Etta Candy, left us back in 1999. Through it all, Carter has carried the torch, from her cameo as Asteria in Wonder Woman 1984 to her ongoing role as a cultural icon. Decades later, she remains the living embodiment of a line her character once spoke with quiet conviction, that only love can truly save the world. In the 1970s, Barney Miller stood apart from every other police show on television. Instead of car chases or gunfights, the series focused on the cramped, coffee-scented bullpen of Manhattan's 12th Precinct, where laughter, frustration, and quiet humanity mixed in equal measure. Hal Linden anchored the show as the calm, compassionate Captain Barney Miller, surrounded by a team of detectives as eccentric as they were endearing. Over 8 seasons, audiences came to love them like family. But today, only a few members of that family remain. Linden, Barbara Barry, and Max Gale are the last surviving stars. The rest, from Abe Vigoda's weary but lovable Phil Fish to Ron Glass's sharp-dressed Detective Harris, have all taken their final bows. Jack Sue's 1979 death prompted one of TV's most heartfelt tributes, while Gregory Sierra, James Gregory, Steve Landesberg, and Ron Carey followed in the years since. Each brought something irreplaceable: wit, warmth, and an honesty that made Barney Miller timeless. The precinct may be quiet now, but somewhere you can still hear their laughter echoing down the hall, proof that even in the toughest jobs, humor and heart never die. They gave us stories that still live on, through reruns, memories, and the moments they left behind on screen. Though their laughter has faded, their legacy remains, a timeless reminder of the power of television to touch our hearts. Which of these classic shows do you still watch today? Let us know in the comments and tell us which actor or character you miss the most. If you love revisiting the golden age of TV, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories like this. Thank you for watching.